3, 2, 1.
Hey guys, welcome back to Flaming Arrows. Today we're doing a tier list of rock bands.
Yeah, rock band / artists.
So, disclaimer: these are all our opinions. No hate, please. All right, let's get right into it. First one we got is Nickelback. I don't even. Are they like 90s?
They're 90s, yeah.
I don't know much about Nickelback.
I don't know much about Nickelback other than nobody listens to them. So,
unknown?
I guess so.
Okay.
If we do not know an artist, probably if it's metal, because neither of us listen to very much metal, we are going to put it in unknown tier. That's not an indication of whether it's good or bad. It's just that we don't know them.
All right, yep. All right, who is that?
I believe that's David Bowie.
Is that David Bowie?
I think so.
Honestly, I'd say David Bowie's pretty good. Because he writes a lot of music for artists.
David Bowie, he's not high on my, list, but once upon a time, Stevie Ray Vaughan did a song with David Bowie, so he's pretty cool. I wouldn't put him like S tier.
A or B?
Probably
B for
B.
Bowie.
I would say B for Bowie makes sense to me. B for Bowie makes sense to me.
All right.
I don't know what that next picture is.
I have no idea who that guy is. Do you know who that is?
No, I have no idea.
I'm sorry. If you guys know who that is.
Are you recording the screen?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Is that B.B. King? No.
That is not B.B. King.
That is definitely not B.B. King. That's... The screen... The pictures are like literally like this big.
They're tiny.
They're tiny. Chubby Checker?
Maybe, I don't know. It's black and white. I was thinking Chuck Berry, but I don't think it's Chuck Berry because I don't see the sideburns.
No. It's so...
I can't tell what's in the picture, so...
Like, oh, yes, I can zoom in.
We're also not allowed to look up anything. So
yeah.
We're not going to look up anything.
Unknown.
We'll just put it unknown until we can figure out what it is.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is either.
I'm so sorry if you guys
Alice in Chains is fine. I'd go like C tier.
I don't
C
listen
for
to
Chains.
Alice in Chains. So.
I have a little bit. It's okay.
All right.
Don't know. That's a metal band. I don't know. I also don't know. I believe that says Supertramp.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest Supertramp, but they released Breakfast in America, which is one of the best albums. So they'd have to go at least ahead of Alice in Chains, I think. They have a lot of very iconic songs.
Yeah.
So I would go B tier possibly.
I don't know. I only know one song which everyone knows, so I'll go with you on that. Except
that's more of a hard metal band, yeah.
Unknown.
I would put it unknown.
Okay.
Don't know.
Is that Allier? I'm scared.
Allier, yeah. Sounds about right.
A Perfect Circle.
Don't know. Imagine Dragons. Is that really a rock band? They've been described to me as pop before, honestly.
Yeah.
So, regardless, the Radioactive is the one song I can think of them.
Radioactive, and then there's Believer.
Believer.
Nah.
If you meet either of us, neither of us like music past the 2000s. So.
Except King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard.
Yeah, that's true. But a Magic Potion for me, but D for Dragon makes sense. It makes sense to me.
D for Dragon.
Santana. I am a humongous Santana fan.
You can put that up in the S.
I wouldn't.
Or A.
Possibly A.
There is
tier.
double S.
There is double S. Yeah, I would go S. S for Santana makes sense to me.
Okay.
The thing with Santana for me, he's the only one in rock and roll who has his kind of sound. If you look anywhere else, you just don't find it. So to me, that uniqueness,
Anastasia.
I've never heard that.
That's fish. So,
But as an artist, his style is unique to him, and therefore I think he's one of the better rock and roll artists. And he was at Woodstock at 18 years old.
18?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
It was at
Yeah, okay, I agree with you.
If you want to talk about an OG, that's him.
Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac, very mainstream.
Yeah. Definitely got some hits.
Got some hits, yeah, for sure.
The
The Chain's a good song, you know.
You can't say F for Fleetwood Mac.
I'm not doing that. No, that's not fair.
That's
Not fair to Fleetwood Mac because they have some legitimately good hits.
B.
I'd go B. That makes sense to me. Possibly A.
We'll put that like.
We'll put that probably ahead of Supertramp, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, they're mainstream for a reason. So
Right.
They,
Living Color.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they're grunge. So.
Rainbow. I've heard a few Rainbow stuff. Maybe it's not my favorite, but it's pretty good.
Where'd you put it?
I'd put it in like C tier with Alice in Chains.
Okay.
I don't know.
They're not from like the 70s.
Yeah, wait, let's see if I can recognize maybe. No, I don't. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Okay. The White Stripes.
They have one song.
One song, which is
They
Semination.
have one song that goes in D tier.
I'm so sorry, but
I don't know what that is.
Devin Townsend Project.
I had no idea.
It related to, was it Pete Townsend?
If
Stone
it was
Sour.
related to Pete Townsend, that would be different. Stone Sour, never heard of it. Van Halen is awesome.
S.
Yeah, I would go S tier. Put him in S tier with Santana. That makes sense.
That makes so much sense.
I don't think he's either of our favorite that locks him out of SS. So
Right.
I'm gonna set up a new rule. We can only have 2 artists, one for each of us in SS tier. And we have.
That's smart.
That's
I like that.
I think that's a good idea. In
I
S
like
tier, that way we know what our favorite is,
Yep.
and we can have stuff below it
Right.
because we still really really like it, but it's not our
You already
favorite.
know what your S tier
Yeah, and
is
I
gonna
can
be.
see him on the
Throw it
screen.
up.
I can.
All right, Queen. It looks like
That is not. That's Queensryche.
Queensryche.
That's a metal band,
Oh,
but it's okay actually. I've listened to a few Queensryche stuff, and it's fine.
where you
I'd put it in like D.
D.
I'm not a metal guy, so
I've listened to a
me
couple,
saying it's
but-
okay is probably insulting to it. Rage Against the Machine is noise.
Is it?
It's noise. It's garbage, actually.
Oh,
You can leave it in unknown tier so we don't make people angry, specifically metalheads.
I'm sorry.
Fugazi, I've never heard of this.
Sounds like a funk band. Not gonna lie.
Iggy and the Stooges. I don't know.
This Traveling Wilburys.
The unknown tier is going to be by far the most enormous tier.
It has, I think it has like Bob Dylan, and it has some like really big name people in it.
Iggy and the Stooges?
The Traveling Wilburys.
Oh. I don't know. We'd have to look it up, I think, because I want to make sure.
There's
it's
some,
true.
but I don't think they really produced. They have some really cool, like, unique songs, so they have a lot of big name people in there, but there's not really any, something separate.
Yeah.
So
I've never heard of it, so.
I'm gonna put it. Just by looking at the rest of this, I know who they are, but I haven't listened to much of their music.
You have to know.
So I'm very sorry.
Soundgarden is like one of few 90s grunge bands that I can tolerate.
Yeah.
I
listened
would go C tier. Black Hole Sun, I'm pretty sure. Or is that? I think that's Soundgarden. I'm not sure.
The Police.
The Police, they're fine. You probably have a higher opinion of them than I do, and I'll let you be the judge of that based on that.
I'd probably
information.
put them in B. Not gonna lie.
Okay, that's fine.
Just comparing to
I
the
don't know what
rest.
the next one is.
So. Theta. I'm just kidding.
I don't know.
Black
I have no
Flag.
idea.
No idea.
Allman Brothers Band is fantastic. If you want to talk, like,
We don't have anything in A tier, by the way.
we don't have anything in A tier. I'd put it in A tier. Jessica's a great song. Midnight Rider's a great song. This band defines Southern rock.
That's easy top.
Nah, if anything, it would be Leonard Skinner. But,
That's true, yeah.
But Allman Brothers is right there. Dwayne Allman is also one of the greatest guitarists of all time. So
All right.
he met an unfortunate demise
Hole.
early in his life. No idea.
Okay.
Coldplay can go in F.
There's only one song I'm kind of okay with, but
Vita La Vida or whatever it's called. I
Yeah.
don't care. Go in F. What is that?
what?
I don't care. Put it. I don't know who they
Al
are.
Parsons.
Is that?
That's Al Parsons, yeah.
Is that really? Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? That makes sense for A tier for me. Because
That's totally fine.
Okay, in my record collection, I think they're up there for my most collected.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Pyramid's good. Eye in the Sky is great, if not.
Eye in the Sky is great.
Turner Friendly Car is great.
Yep.
Gaudi is really good.
I've listened to her whole discography, and it's everything's
Ammonia
pretty good.
Avenue is one of my favorites.
Ammonia Avenue is good.
That's a great song.
I like
And,
iRobot personally, but
iRobot's fine. There's one song on that album I think is overplayed. At least I don't. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be like you. I don't really care for that song, to be honest.
Jeez. All right, The Doors.
Doors is fine.
I like The Doors.
They have a lot of influence. Maybe they're not my favorite.
It's that like harpsichord type sound type thing.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I haven't had enough Doors intake for me to like them per se.
B?
They're not bad
No.
for sure. So I won't go any lower than D or C. Probably.
Okay, I'll put him in B.
I'll go put them in B. They have enough like influence. They have enough impact on rock and roll for me to believe that
Right.
they belong there.
Genesis.
See, Genesis, I don't know enough about Genesis. I know enough about Phil Collins,
Yeah.
but I don't know enough about Genesis.
Phil Collins, Genesis.
I honestly just want to get to the next one. It makes me very happy because this is one.
We'll put it like C.
Yeah, I'll put it in C. Mr. Nugent.
I can't say anything on this one.
Ted Nugent is one of my favorite artists of all time. He's going SS tier because I can sit down and listen to anything from his 70s discography. I like his 90s album, Spirit of the Wild. I like pretty much any live concert he's ever done. I like it. Amboy Dukes, which he was part of, is awesome. Tam Yankees, which he was also part of, is awesome. And he's one of the few people I've seen. I've seen Santana in concert. I've seen him in concert. I've seen REO. I've seen Steely Dan. And I've seen Foreigner and Styx. Ted Nugent blows them all out of the water when it comes to live performance. His energy on stage was an inspiration for me to start this band.
Wow.
I'm very impassioned. Ted Nugent is awesome.
Okay. I don't listen to Ted Nugent, so
Yeah, but he's going in SS tier because I said so.
that's fair.
I don't know what the next one is.
Grunge probably.
I've seen Roxy Music's albums, but I've not listened to them, so I'd have to put them in unknown.
Okay.
Don't know. What is that? No idea.
Nope.
Saxon, I think that says.
Yeah.
It's a metal band. I don't know. I know it's a metal band because I've seen their albums.
Dragon Force, I've heard of them.
Do you know where though?
No.
They made Through the Fire and Flames. That's the hardest Guitar Hero song
Oh,
to play.
yeah. I was like,
I
I've heard of
think
that.
I think for that alone, they should have a pretty good honor. They should be like C tier for that song alone. Being the hardest song in Guitar Hero has to be an achievement.
That's true. Recognize that.
I have no idea.
Right.
Don't know.
Bad Religion. I've heard of that.
I've heard of it, but I don't know.
Bon Jovi. John Bon Jovi.
Bon Jovi. See, that's
Slippery
the,
When Wet.
That's the 80s. I liked them. I won't say that I disliked them.
Slippery When Wet.
Maybe overplayed. But no, I appreciate. No, I would say B tier. I say B tier simply because the Slippery When Wet album is great. I won't.
Yeah,
I'll
go with you on
diss
B
it.
tier.
I won't
on
diss
that.
it.
No,
Like
yeah.
that. Like, okay. My favorite song from them is "Dead or Alive,"
Yep.
and I remember that song being the theme song to "Deadliest Catch." I thought that was hilarious for a while, but it was still a great song. So
Anthrax.
metal. See, the next like 3 are metal.
Seether.
Yeah.
Exodus.
I can judge whether or not it's metal based on how the title is formatted.
Yep.
But this next one is Boston. Boston is
engineers.
Boston
They're
is great.
engineers.
I would put them A tier.
Yeah, I'm with
Their
you on
debut
that.
album is the greatest debut albums ever.
I'll go with you on that. Yeah.
No idea.
Grunge, probably. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If we mispronounce all these like names or
if you're a metalhead or a grunge addict,
I'm very
like,
sorry. Our bass player likes grunge.
A little bit. I'm okay. I got a few grunge stuff, but not many.
Right. All right. The Cooks.
No idea.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Jack. I don't know enough about the Ramones. I can't put this. That's the Ramones.
That's the Ramones.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's
I know like
I
two
know.
songs.
I know
but
like
I'm
a couple songs. I'm sorry, Jack. I know you love them, but we can't do it. Effervescence. Is that what that says?
Evans. I'm thinking that YouTube channel, Evans Science.
Yeah. No, I don't.
No. The Animals. Was it House?
House of the Rising Sun.
House.
That is a legendary song. They have a little bit more than just that too, so I would go. C. They're a little bit better than C.
B.
I would go B.
Okay, I'll go with you on that.
I need more intake.
The
Is that Beach Boys?
Beach Boys.
No idea, honestly.
I've dabbled in the Beach Boys.
We have yet to put anybody in the garbage tier.
Yeah.
But I think that's insulting to the Beach Boys to put them in there.
No. I'm gonna put them in C.
That's fine. Okay, at least give me reasoning. Have you listened to them at all?
I've listened.
I haven't.
Because I like listening to that like kind of 50s, 60s type feel music, and they really
that's
kind of
fine.
nailed that. But man, people really love the Beach Boys. But there's the, was it Coco Bo or something like that song?
No idea.
That might be subject to change.
Yeah, we'll look at it when we're done.
Oh, that is the most.
That is
The most metal.
Is that? I can't even read the title.
Cannibal
it's the same.
Corpse.
Oh, it's Cannibal Corpse. But that goes in F or garbage tier.
Focus.
No idea. I'm putting Cannibal Corpse in F tier or garbage tier because it's just noise, and I'm tempted to put Rage Against the Machine in that same territory. Yes, I agree. It's
right.
just noise.
Rollins Band, do it. It's so small.
I don't know. Never heard of it. Rollins Band. It says Red, I think.
Red.
No idea.
It's a band called Red 7, but
No idea.
I don't think it's Red
I
7.
don't know. It's not Red 7.
Lamb of God.
No idea. That's another metal
Deep
band.
Purple.
Deep Purple. Its influence on rock is good. Like
I mean, there's always that famous Smoke on the Water.
Smoke on the Water, the hardest guitar song ever to play. Yeah. Okay, I would say that goes a little bit further. I'd say C tier for them.
C. Oh boy.
Philip, what did you do?
Okay.
Blur, I have no idea.
Except the game.
I know the game. The game is legendary. 2000s, if you grew up on 2000s games.
FOB.
No idea. I don't know the next, 5.
Midnight Oil.
I can't read that. If you can't read the name of your band, then why did you choose that?
Children of... I don't even know.
Eagles.
Oh.
That's an interesting one, I think.
Because...
They have, I believe...
Joe Walsh.
Hotel California is one of the best-selling albums. They're B or above. We'll play that down right now. I love Joe Walsh.
Yeah.
As an individual artist, I love Joe Walsh. But it's not just Joe Walsh. It's the Eagles. I do not have... I would rather listen to Joe Walsh solo than listen to the Eagles, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
I would also rather listen to the James Gang than listen to the Eagles. But I'm not going to sit here and say that the Eagles are a bad band to listen to. I like the Eagles.
They're good. They're good.
Hotel California, again, is the best-selling album of all time.
A bit overrated.
It's not that overrated, to be honest with you. Like, and I totally get it. People who think, yeah, it's a little overrated. I totally get it. It's overplayed, for sure. But they also have other albums that aren't Hotel California. And on top of Joe Walsh, they have Don Henley. So...
They have Don Henley? I did not even know that.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Witchy woman. So I would go A tier for Eagles.
I'm going to go with you on that, yeah.
I'll go A tier.
We're like on the same page.
Rat has one song. It's called Round and Round. Sorry, Jack. I can't.
I've listened to one song by Rat, too.
It's Round and Round. Round and round.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They only have
What
one.
goes around comes around. Yeah. They have one song. I'd go C tier.
C tier?
Sorry, Jack. We don't know them as well as you do.
The Clash. Like, was that?
Was that My Sharona?
No,
that's
the
the
Clash
Knack.
did Rock the Casbah.
No idea.
They did Lost in the Supermarket. I kind of like them. I'm going to personally put them in...
It's all yours. Go ahead.
I might put them in B, honestly. That might be subject to change also.
Yeah, that's fine.
Misfits?
I don't know enough about them.
I don't know enough about them. I'm very sorry. I know people are very big Misfits.
Ozzy Osbourne. Okay.
Is that Ozzy Osbourne?
Yeah, I can tell that it's Ozzy Osbourne from here.
Okay.
Is there a Black Sabbath in here somewhere?
Gotta be.
I want to make sure we're ranking Ozzy Osbourne
separate to Black Sabbath.
because if it's Black Sabbath and it just has Ozzy Osbourne in the picture, then
Let's see.
we'll check, make sure. So I don't think so. If it's just Ozzy Osbourne, that he has one song. But if it's Black Sabbath,
There is Black Sabbath right here.
oh, okay. So we're ranking Ozzy Osbourne.
Just Ozzy Osbourne, which
It doesn't. I don't care for it. Great, Crazy Train's good.
yeah,
Blizzard of Oz is an okay album.
I don't really listen to it much.
Yeah, it's in that metal category where I just don't listen to it
He's
enough.
Interesting.
He's an interesting guy. Yeah, I feel bad for the guy because his lifestyle back then kind of ruined him.
Yeah.
Now, I'd go C tier. Crazy Train makes sense.
See for Crazy Train.
Because Crazy Train's a good song. Like
Right. Frank Zappa.
Frank Zappa,
Okay, probably one of the most revolutionary person for music.
yeah.
No, okay, there's all these other Led Zeppelin, all that. Yeah, obviously, but Frank Zappa would actually go to places. My saxophone teacher did a study on him, but would actually go to places and tell them they're doing rock. He's a very sarcastic and very interesting individual for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't listen to him that much. I've listened to one song, Watermelon and Easter Hay, but
I don't care for Frank Zappa that much.
I
I
don't
respect
either.
his message, which is try everything.
correct.
He went
got a
to
good
great
message.
lengths to make sure that his music was unique.
Yeah,
And I
literally
understand
unique,
that
yeah.
I used the same criteria to make Santana S tier. So I believe that Frank Zappa needs to be at least B tier
I'm gonna go with you on that. I think I'm okay with that.
because
he
it's
does
about
have an
it's about
influence.
impact too.
Yeah, Creed,
Creed,
which I think
That's a
they're Christian.
they're more modern day.
I've
And
listened to
I've-
one song, so that's all I
I've
know.
listened to a few of them. They're okay actually. I don't mind them.
We put
Maybe it's too heavy for me, but I'll go D tier.
D tier.
Yeah.
Uh,
I don't know. What does that say?
Slayer. Like what it says.
Yeah, it's Slayer. I don't know. That's metal. Uriah Heep is good.
I haven't listened to them. So.
I have listened to a couple of their albums. They're pretty cool. Magician's Birthday is a pretty good album. I have it. The thing about Uriah Heep that's really interesting is they're connected to like everything in rock and roll, like secretly. And whether that's like people they've toured with or people that come in and out of their band, you can connect some pretty crazy people through them. I'm very tempted to put them in B tier as well. Maybe they're more underground, but I like them a lot.
R.E.M. I've only listened to a couple of their
This
songs.
is one of very few like grunge bands I can tolerate too.
Yeah, grunge. Well, they're younger. You're younger.
Let me give my reasoning for why I don't care for grunge a whole lot. So a lot of it just feels like it's that typical like the world sucks and we don't like it. We're just gonna whine about it. That's kind of what I get. That's what I get from grunge.
You're honestly not wrong, but
like no, and I'm not is the thing. So
where do I put R.E.M. though? Like I said, they have some of their older stuff was actually not too bad.
Didn't they make Even Flow? Or was that Pearl Jam? That was Pearl Jam.
That's Pearl Jam, yeah.
R.E.M. made this one goes out to the one I love. That's the one I remember.
C.
That's fine.
Okay. All right.
Aerosmith.
Walk
They have a few good songs, okay? That's fine. They have a few good songs. Walk This Way, Sweet Emotion, Dream On. Toys in the Attic's a good album.
Yep.
No disrespect for Aerosmith. That being said, B tier.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
What does that say?
Papa Roach, I think.
Put it in unknown. Get out of my face.
Beastie Boys.
Beastie Boys. I don't care.
Yes. Okay, Beastie Boys are. I think it's the only hip hop or rap I can actually understand, like tolerate.
Oh man, I really shouldn't have given you the opportunity to put them wherever you want, but it's too late.
I'm only gonna put them. I think I'm only gonna put them in like C.
I hate rap and hip hop.
Yeah,
it's not music.
It really but they use actual saxophones.
Talking fast to a beat is not music. It's just talking.
I honestly, if I'm gonna be serious, I don't think they classify as rock because most of the time they're rapping or doing hip hop. I'm actually gonna put them as unknown just because.
Put them in garbage tier then. This is a rock tier list, not a rap tier list.
Okay. I'm okay with the Beastie Boys, but they're not. That's the only reason is because they're not.
They don't fit within
rock.
this category of
no,
what
they're
we're
not
looking for.
Rock.
They don't fit.
Okay.
What does that say? Deerin. Here. No effects. I don't know.
Bad Brains. Sounds like 90s right there.
Yeah, it sounds like a 90s metal band. So does Stone Temple Pilots. I don't care.
White Zombie.
White Zombie, I don't care. Dream Theater. But a guy I ran into yesterday mentioned Dream Theater. Apparently they're a prog band.
Prog?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'd have to give them a try. Because I want to give them a try, I'm going to put them in unknown tier for now because we can obviously come back and do this at a later date too.
Well, we'll do like every year. We'll change it.
Oh yeah.
And then we just
we can do
every year.
We can do more band members too.
Okay.
What does that say?
Nope.
F tier. I can't read it. F tier.
Shine Down.
No idea. I don't know this one either. Green Day.
Green
F tier.
Day.
That's.
I don't listen to them, but they're still around.
I've heard a couple of their songs.
People are
actually
really into them. Yeah.
People are into them.
Well, unknown.
Oh yeah, fine. I'll put them in D tier actually. D for Day.
Nirvana. We are gonna annoy so many people.
I hate Nirvana.
I am so sorry.
They are so overrated. Like,
I'm so
Kurt
sorry.
Cobain is a fine guitarist. Fine. End of story. Like, it's just that whiny, we hate the world sucks type of music. It's like you want to be depressed when you listen to that stuff. Like, I just can't stand it.
Gosh, so sorry. We're gonna put him.
Put him in F tier.
I'm so sorry, everybody.
Again,
it's our opinion.
I am not saying Kurt Cobain. Like, I'm not saying their music is bad. I'm just saying I don't like it.
The Cult.
No idea. What does that say?
Fish.
Okay, this is yours. This is yours. All right.
So my saxophone teacher likes Fish, and they kind of got me into Fish. Not gonna lie. So, Fish. Every concert you go to is different. Fun fact. Baker's doesn't, but they are. I would say. I'm not gonna put them in S tier just because they're good. They're not okay. People will always make him feel like they're like part of Grateful Dead, but they're really like they're kind of like Grateful Dead. They're not the same thing. Fish does not do all that drugs type stuff. So, matter of fact, they do. I think it's Divine Sky Fund. So, I'm gonna put them in A tier, just because they're not. I'm not gonna put them in S tier just because I like them, but not all their songs are my favorite. They're really good, but they're not.
Yeah, and that's like okay. So a good point is to comparison. Okay, how many songs do we like from them? How many albums do we like from them? Santana, I can pull a song from almost every single decade.
For Fish, it shows.
From every single Santana record, you can pull at least one good song.
They're more of a jam band, so
yeah. So
I'm gonna put them at A only because they just have that they're really inventive, and they're actually still the same band. Like every single member is still the same, even they broke away for like 5 years and they came back. So I'm gonna put them in A tier. All right, next one, Sprint Top.
no idea. I don't know this next one.
Airborne, The Velvet.
I don't know.
The Who.
The Who.
Okay.
That's a great band.
Okay. Evidence
You
Front.
first. You first.
Evidence Front's great. I like all their synth stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
I don't know what about you.
So let's get the rundown. Like you said, Eminence Front's great.
Yep.
Who Are You is great. Bob O'Reilly is great.
Yep. I like all the synth stuff.
Behind Blue Eyes is a great song.
Yep. I always think of Great Gatsby with that one.
Quadrophenia is awesome as an album because it's got Love Reign Over Me. It's a great. Have you heard that song yet?
Yeah.
You gotta. Yeah.
Yep.
It's great. It's great.
I think we gotta put the Who at like A.
A tier, maybe S tier. Because we also have to consider Pete Townsend is in that band. He's one of the greatest guitarists of all time.
Okay. Yeah.
Keith Moon is in there. He's up there for greatest drummer of all time.
I think we'll put it at top of A.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Top of A makes sense to me. Yes.
Yeah. Smashing Pumpkins. I've only listened. I think there's only one song to
care.
listen to, and I don't really care for them. So.
Sorry, Olivia.
And I think it was in. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was in a game too. So
Yeah.
I don't know this one. Tears for Fears. Oh, the original with George Michael. I don't think they're rock. I think they're
don't
pop.
think so either.
I
don't
honestly
think so either.
think they're pop. So just because of that, we're gonna put them in garbage tier.
We're in garbage tier. If you don't belong in this category, we're putting you in garbage.
I am very sorry. I like some of their songs, but this is not part of their. Dave Matthews Band.
This is yours.
Number 41's pretty good, but they're also kind of, not gonna lie, mid. I'm very sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna put them in D.
It's up to you.
D for Dave Matthews.
It's totally up to you. And
I don't listen to many of their albums.
D for Dave Matthews makes sense to me.
Yeah, so Rush.
That's
you.
That's S tier. Here's why. So we have a 3-member band making better music than most like 5-6-member bands can make. Each of the musicians at their position is one of the best, if not the best, in the case of Neil Peart, at their respective instrument. Neil Peart's the greatest drummer of all time, in my opinion. There's some Bonham guys out there. I just disagree. Peart did.
Personally, mine's still Nate Smith, but that's
because look at the
fun.
difference. Look at the difference between Rush, his debut album with John Rutsey, and their albums after that with Neil Peart, and it's just immensely different because he did all the songwriting. 2112 is fantastic. I'll backtrack. Every single album they make that's not Grace Under Pressure is fantastic, or Feedback. That's also terrible. If in their prime, they made fantastic albums. I like them all. I like from the debut up until Power Windows. They're all good. Test for Echo's fine. Alex and Getty are really cool people. R.I.P. Neil Peart. They're just really cool people, and as a band, they're very impactful.
They
too.
were in your favorite show.
They are in my favorite show, Trailer Park Boys.
Anyways, right on.
Yeah, they're S tier. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Skillet, no idea.
I know Skillet, but I don't listen to them, so I'm very sorry for putting them out. So
Thin Lizzy's kind of interesting.
I've never heard of them. So
Never heard of Thin Lizzy?
Where do they play?
They did The Boys Are Back in Town. The boys are back in town. The boys are back in town.
Yep. No.
No,
that's way up.
okay, that's
Wait,
that's your
that's
problem
you.
then. Thin Lizzy's an okay band. They're harder rock compared to that song. Really, that's really weird to think about. Their best song's not even really their genre. But I would go C tier maybe. They're respectable. I don't know.
Stradivarius.
No idea.
I've heard of them, but I haven't. Yep. Iron Maiden.
They're kind of cool, but I haven't listened.
I haven't
their
listened
songs.
to them. I'm gonna put we gotta put them in the top list because we really don't know. We really know them, but we don't.
Okay, well, no, I can't. We can't rank them amongst others without first having heard their songs.
Correct.
That's my problem.
I haven't listened to Iron Maiden, but I recognize them. So what do you think?
I recognize them, but I would put them in unknown because we put other things in there too that we've heard about, but not.
Yeah,
Got
got
in
it.
depth.
Camel. I've listened to one song. It was on my Spotify Discover Weekly. Camel. You heard of them?
No.
Okay. They're like part of
I'll let
that.
you
If
have
you know,
it.
like 10cc, they're kind of like that kind of music. Honestly, I don't think they're also rock. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them in garbage as well.
Do we think 10cc is rock?
No.
Okay. Okay. If it comes to it, we'll.
Do you know 10cc?
Yeah.
Do you think they're rock?
Dreadlock Holiday? No.
There's like one song I know from 10cc.
That's it. Oh, there's another one, but I'm blanking on its name.
So, but they're like softer to them. So,
Yeah,
anyways,
unfortunately, they don't belong here.
yeah. I don't know
What is that?
All right, Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I have a very low opinion of Red Hot Chili Peppers.
They might be overrated.
It's very overrated.
I'm very sorry. There's people who love Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
But I have listened to a couple of their songs.
I have a disdain for just modern music in general.
Yeah.
So I don't care for them. You can rank them wherever, but I won't accept anywhere higher than C.
Okay. I'll put him. I think I'll
D tier makes sense.
I think I'll put him in D. I'm very sorry.
Yeah.
It's kind of like one of those bands.
Frusciante's a fine guitarist too. I'm not gonna
It's
ever
just like
disrespect
You
him.
listen to one song and you listen to them all.
Pretty
basically.
much.
It's kind of like how
Pretty
they are.
much.
Yeah. Very sorry. Symphony X. Symphony X.
No idea.
Heard of them. Depeche Mode.
I don't know.
Those are definitely not rock. That is like literally the opposite. They're like the really interesting electronic music. Experimental, if you could say. Sorry, putting garbage here. I like them. It's just that
They
they're
don't
not
belong here.
rock. Yep. The Kinks, which they did
They did.
My Sharona. I think
No,
they
they
did My
didn't.
Sharona.
That was the Knack. They
The
did.
Knacks.
They did the Van Halen song. You Really Got Me.
Did they?
Yes.
Interesting. I got
They
no
did. They did. You Really Got Me. Other than that, I don't know much about them.
What do I put
But
in?
for that reason, they go in C tier. They originated the song, and it became really cool under Van Halen. So
Gotcha.
they had an impact.
Descendants?
I don't know the next four.
I don't know. Don't know. Testament I've heard of, but I don't listen to. So, Kiss.
They have some pretty cool stuff.
They do have some pretty cool stuff.
Okay, I say A tier. Here's my reasoning. They kind of define, similar to David Bowie, they kind of define rock star.
Correct.
You look at them like, oh yeah.
That's like classic
Like
rock.
when
right
I grew
there.
up, and I admittedly we both grew up outside of the rock and roll,
Yeah.
scene. But when I grew up and I saw like pictures of Ace Frehley Peter, Chris, Gene
And
Simmons.
they're business people too. Outside of
They're also
rock,
also really cool people, but that's aside from the point. You look at them with their like makeup and their crazy concerts where they put on a crazy show. It's like Nuge in a way, where they put on. It's not about how really good their music is. It's about can they put on a fantastic show, and they always do. They work hard to make sure that they have an awesome show.
Right.
I would say A tier for that reason.
Yeah, I'll go with you on that.
And they were in a Scooby-Doo movie too, so The Pick of Destiny.
You remember which one? Bad Company, which I haven't listened to
Bad
quite
Company.
yet. I haven't listened to quite yet.
You have to. I
have dabbled in my Spotify,
This is
but
possibly the best supergroup. Unless you're counting like Zeppelin or the Eagles as a supergroup. But at any rate, Bad Company, that Black Album's awesome. Shooting Star, that's not the name of the album it's on, but it's also a good song. Feel Like Making Love is a good song too. Overall, fantastic. I'd put them A tier.
Okay.
I like them.
All right.
What is that?
Weed. That is the 90s. Oh.
90s equals garbage.
They had Ocean Man. Ocean Man.
You're kidding me.
Bring me back.
You're kidding me.
I'm very sorry, my weed people.
Throw them away.
I'm going to put them in F tier.
Cringe.
Very sorry.
It became a meme.
Yeah.
Therefore.
It became a meme.
Therefore.
Although, you did put Dream On, which also became a meme.
Okay, but that's different though, because it's an actually good song. It's not a joke.
Yeah. Motorhead.
Who cares?
I don't even know who they are. I'm very
know.
sorry.
I don't know. What does that say?
I can't even read it. It's illegible. It's like
If it's illegible, it's not good.
Journey. I'm very sorry, but I think they're overrated.
I don't.
They're good. Don't get me wrong, but I think they are.
Once Upon a Time, Separate Ways was my favorite song.
Same,
Wheel in the Sky is fine.
Wheel in the Sky is good. My sister's was like Faithfully was her favorite song for the longest time.
Don't Stop Believing is
overrated.
It's overplayed.
I'm very sorry, but yes,
it's
it is
overplayed.
It's way overplayed.
That being said,
it does have
good.
to be. Yes.
It's good, but it's not. I wouldn't put it in the same category as, say, Bon Jovi to me.
Okay.
Actually, I'll take that back. Maybe they are. Now that
honestly, I kind of think I put them in B.
I put them in B. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I agree.
Honestly, yeah. Blind Guardian.
No idea.
No idea.
I don't know.
The Cure, which I have listened to.
That's yours.
One album. It was their first album. It was the only album I kind of like.
I don't care.
For that, I'm only gonna put them in D.
Yeah, put them in D. That's fine.
Their bass player is kind of decent, but they're not my favorite. I'm very sorry.
Is that Wonder Woman?
We just probably annoyed the heck out of people. All right.
If I don't know what it is and it looks like Wonder Woman.
Pantera. I've heard of them.
I've heard of them, and they're kind of like the stereotypical like metal band that people listen to that aren't like it isn't like Metallica or Iron Maiden.
Yeah.
So the name is cool. Like I like Pantera, but I haven't listened to their stuff. They did a Ted Nugent cover actually. They did Cat Scratch Fever. I've yet to listen to it, but that being said, I don't know enough.
Don't know enough.
Their name is cool enough to.
I think we're gonna put them unknown.
They put them in unknown instead of disrespecting them. I don't know this. I don't know the next two.
Bernie the Whalers. Okay. Don't know who they are.
I have no idea. I have no idea either.
Okay, nope. Styx.
Styx is pretty good. I'd put them honestly B
I
or
haven't
A
listened
tier
to
for me.
too much of them, so.
I have Renegade, or I have Pieces of Eight, and I have another one of their albums. I have yet to listen to that one. But as far as Pieces of Eight, it's pretty good. Renegade is awesome to listen to in concert. I listened to Mr. Roboto for the first time, actually. I thought I was not going to like that song. It was fine in concert. It was actually pretty good in concert. I'd argue B.
B?
I wouldn't say A. They're not in the same tier as the Who or Alan Parsons to me,
I'm with you.
or
on
the
that.
Eagles.
Crimson Glory.
No idea.
Heard of them?
I have no idea.
What's this? Undertale.
Probably.
Ghost.
Don't care.
Cool name, I would say.
Pretty cool, but
Sum 41.
no idea.
Nope.
No idea.
Disturbed. Moody Blues. You can talk.
Wait,
about
hold
this
on.
one.
Go back. Disturbed. Didn't they do a cover of The Sound of Silence? I'm pretty sure they did. Maybe. We'd have to look it up. I'm pretty sure if they did. I don't know. I don't know if they did or not. I'll leave them an unknown.
I'll put it on top. Okay. Moody Blues.
I love the Moody Blues.
You just
I'd
got
go A
into-
tier. I'd go A tier.
Go A tier on them.
Here's why. So this is a prog band. This is like the first prog band that came onto the scene. This was before Pink Floyd was a prog band. They were doing prog in 1969. So the albums Threshold of a Dream, Every Good Boy Deserves Favor, Days of Future Past. Those three are really good albums. I can listen to all three of those night and day. They at their time they were second, maybe third, only to the Beatles and Rolling Stones. At the time of their popularity, so for that reason, I think they're A.
Gotcha. Leonard Skinner.
Skynyrd, I think, also goes in
We
A.
just said about the.
I think Skynyrd also goes in A. If Allman Brothers is an A, they are in A. They define Southern rock.
We were saying.
And it's not even. I know Nirvana fans are angry when people say they're only popular because Kurt Cobain shot himself, or that their artist died, and they were popular after the artist died, and that's the reason why they were popular. I'm not going to sit here and say that for Leonard Skinner.
They were for Stevie Ray also.
They were huge. No, I'm not going to say that. He's not going to be on here.
No, but
Skinner was really good.
Yeah.
They were well known before they went.
So, the Black Keys.
I don't know. I don't care.
Oh boy. DK. Donkey.
I don't care.
Steppenwolf, which I think they had
Two songs.
Two songs was
Magic Carpet Ride and what's it?
Ride down the highway.
Born to Be Wild. Yeah.
Born to Be Wild. Yeah. I don't know where to put them.
Because I mean,
I think
Born to
they
Be
have-
Wild belongs in what's it called? Major League. That was a good movie.
C.
Yeah, I'd go C. They're not good enough to be anything higher than that, I don't think.
Cardiacs.
Don't care. Is that CCR next? I can't.
Clear as Clearwater Revival? Yes. There's only one song I listened
Vietnam.
to.
Down on the Corner is a good song. Bad Moon Rising's a good song. Yeah, I like the cut of their jib. I'd go probably B tier Styx. I compare them to Styx, but it might.
Europe.
Final Countdown. That's all they're known for.
Yeah. And for that,
They go D tier, I think.
I'll go with you on that. Yeah.
The Geico commercial was pretty funny.
I don't think you ever see that.
If you're band Europe, you love a Final Countdown. It was like in like an office break room. This guy had something in a microwave, and then it got to like 10, and band Europe showed up, and it was like, it's the final countdown. And they started doing the song, and then on voiceover it said, if you're band Europe, you love a Final Countdown. It was really funny.
I'll have to put that on the screen.
It's the final countdown. The final countdown.
If you're the band Europe, you love a final countdown. It's what you do. If you want to save 15% or more on car.
All right. Fate's Warning.
Don't care. Dio, it's a metal band. Ronnie James Dio's a okay artist, and I believe he was with Ozzy Osbourne for something. I might be wrong on that. Don't get mad at me, metalheads. You already would have been mad at me. I'm not afraid of what you have to think anymore.
Unknown.
Unknown.
Yep. Okay.
I don't care.
Gentle Giant.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Rolling Stones.
Wait, Rolling Stones?
This is the Rolling Stones right here.
Oh, okay.
Which I honestly, I'm not a huge fan of them. But you
love-
have to respect them. You have to respect
I love the Rolling Stones, actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. And not because of Paint It Black.
No.
I like Brown Sugar. I like Beast of Burden. I just like that they were one of the bands.
Satisfaction.
Yeah.
That's a good
That one too. I always forget about that one. But
I honestly, they're still rocking.
Keith Richards, he himself will tell you he's not that good, and I disagree with him. I think he's great.
I would say we should put him up
I would go
A.
A tier, maybe S tier.
Okay, wait. We got the Who. Did I just move that? I don't know. I did.
I don't see anything wrong, so I don't think you moved anything.
I think we said Lizzie.
I think it was in C tier, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Whoops.
Yeah, we'll just edit that.
So okay, Rolling Stones.
I would argue.
There's the Who, but then there's also Rush, Van Halen.
I would put Rolling Stones. They're like one of the most influential bands ever. So
I'm so touching the new Fish a little bit up.
and it's not even like that they're overplayed either. That's the thing. Like they're one of the first bands to come along. They were it. And in the trio of Moody Blues, Beatles,
still going.
and they're still going.
Yes.
Whether or not they use like backing tracks now to like play.
These backing tracks?
Oh, what they do is they have like pre-recorded stuff. They play it over in case like Keith Richards or Mick Jagger can't do it like they used to do it.
Wow.
That's the accusation anyway. I don't know whether or not it's true.
But they still do it.
But yeah,
but
they're still
got
out
that
there.
stage.
Keith Richards,
Yeah, exactly.
Mick Jagger thinks he's 25 still. I don't know. Keith Richards is awesome. He was in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Personally, I think A.
Did you know that?
What?
Keith Richards was He's in Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow.
He's Blackbeard, Captain Teague.
Didn't know that. I still have to watch Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I haven't even seen it. Well, I've seen one that he wasn't in. So, but I know that.
Gotcha.
Well, I'll put it. I'll have to go with A on that for you. I think.
I think that makes sense. What do you think?
We have yet to get to your SS selection.
Yeah, I kind of want to like look through all of them and then
That's fair.
That's fair. Later.
But I think I knew which one I was going for this majority of this time.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him.
Mudane.
No idea.
Foo Fighters. I know one person that really likes it.
I do too. It's the same person.
Yep.
Sorry, Olivia. Can't do it.
Kieran was a friend Kieran, so.
Oh, okay.
I
don't know.
No. Avenged Sevenfold. I know someone who really likes them, but.
Yeah. One of our band members really likes them too. Steven.
Steven does? Oh, yeah. That's
Steven
right. That's
likes
right.
them.
Yeah.
If he ever comes on one of these, he'll probably put them higher. But for now, it's unknown because neither of us listen to it very much.
Okay.
Is that Sabaton?
It is. I think.
Okay. They are heavy metal, but
Yeah,
this is an exception to them. I would put them possibly B tier because some of their songs are historical.
Historical?
They have a song about the Christmas truce in World War I.
Oh, okay.
They have an album called Gustavus Adolf. They're a Swedish band.
History nut.
So yeah, I'm a history nut. So this band is kind of cool to me.
That's not a bad thing.
Yeah, Smiths. I don't know.
Smith. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know the next like 5.
Faith No More. That sounds like a Christian. I don't know. Live.
I don't know that.
Dire Straits.
We love Dire Straits around here.
I freaking love Dire Straits. Okay. A.
I'd go A for
or
them.
S.
Possibly S tier. Well, I don't know because
he is one of the greatest fingerpick guitarists.
Here's the difference. There's the difference though. This is why I won't go S for them. I can pick out multiple albums from Santana that I like. I can pick out multiple Rush albums that I like. I can pick out multiple Van Halen albums I like.
Correct.
When it comes to Dire Straits, I like Brothers in Arms,
Brothers in Arms is
and
good.
I like one song off of
Their first album's really good.
that's You. But
I like Sultans
the one
of Swing,
that the one that that's Sultans of Swing.
That's all the
Okay.
Swing is from the first album, yeah.
I like Sultans of Swing off that album. Everything else,
And just
I
Down by
don't
the
know.
Waterline.
I don't know.
Their live stuff is amazing.
Mark Knopfler is a great guitarist.
Great writer.
I don't like finger picking, so it's not that impactful to me. But top of it's great. I would go. Nah, it's not ahead of the Who, but it's there.
I'll put it right in between Fish.
Because
and
again,
the
I
Who.
can pick multiple Who albums that I like too. So.
I'll put it between Fish and the Who because I think that's honestly fair. So
Yeah.
ZZ Top.
ZZ Top, they're pretty good. I like ZZ Top. Tres Hombres. This is a band I can pick multiple albums that I like. I like Fandango. I like
Eliminator.
Eliminator, and I like Tres Hombres. They go A tier as well.
They're kind of fun.
Billy
too.
Gibbons is an underrated guitarist.
You can't forget Back to the Future Part 2, 3.
Part 3, yeah.
Yep. So what do I put him? A?
I'll put him A, yeah. Makes sense. UFO. I know that they have more than one good album. Have I listened to more than one album? No. I've listened to Phenomenon. Phenomenon is great all the way front to cover. I'd put them B tier. They're like if Scorpions wasn't popular is what they are, I would say.
Sex Pistols.
Don't care about punk
I
rock.
think
Sorry,
Gable
Jason.
likes them, so. 3 Drop Grace?
I don't know.
Whitesnake! Was it Here We Go Again?
Something like that. It's a good song. One of the Whitesnake members ended up playing one of my favorite live album with Ted Nugent. So that's pretty cool. But as far as just Whitesnake, I don't know. I don't care. I like C tier probably for them. Metallica, the stereotypical metal band.
Yep.
They define metal band,
Reloaded
therefore
is good.
Enter Sandman is good.
So it's always great, yeah.
I
I think just
it called
because of
One?
that, I think we can put him in C. Also.
think I can go in B.
B, I'll go with that. Yeah.
I'll go with B.
I'll go with B. Yeah.
So they define their genre.
That's definitely true.
They define their genre. They have some good songs. I just can't listen to more than one in a day.
That's very true.
Because it kind of just grinds me down a little bit.
Right. Kansas.
My dad's favorite band. Very good. I'd go B tier for them. Leftover is a good album. Point of No Return's a good album. Monolith is a good album. And their album covers are pretty cool too. Point of No Return's got like the ship that goes over the edge. Monolith is like the statue. They have an album cover where it's John Brown on the front. That's pretty cool too.
That's funny.
But yeah, they're a really good prog band. I'll put them there. Alice Cooper,
90s.
90s. He's fine. I think he's fine. I go C tier for him.
C tier?
Yeah. What's that?
Black Label Society.
Don't care. I heard a song actually from them on the radio at Lake Erie, but it's not enough for me to change my opinion.
Bleak 182.
It was good, but not good enough. Blink 182, I don't care.
Def Leppard.
That's yours.
What are you putting?
One Armed Drummer.
What our drummer? Honestly,
That's up to you, man. I don't listen to Def Leppard at all.
I'm gonna put him in. I'd put him in C.
Okay.
It kind of makes sense. I'm very sorry.
More
And,
metal.
People who wear those Def Leppard shirts and don't know who they are,
Boo.
maybe give him a listen.
Poser.
Give him a listen.
You're a poser. If you have a shirt on, you've never heard the artist, you are a poser.
Jeez. all
Please
right.
listen to the artist before you wear the shirt.
Hence where
Or
you-
I am wearing a Live Pulse Pink Floyd shirt.
Yeah. Gojira.
We have yet to get to Pink Floyd. That's going to be fun. I got
I already
another.
know where I'm gonna put that.
I got another rant for that one.
Halloween.
I don't know. Bush. I have no idea.
Nope.
Who is that? I can't even see.
You kind of not gonna
Is
lie.
that Kid Rock?
I'm about to say, it kind of looks like. Gosh, what's this guy's name? Oh, I forgot. Oh well. School Rock.
Oh, Jack Black.
Jack Black.
I have no,
I get it.
I seriously don't know, actually. If that's Kid Rock, garbage tier. If that's... I don't think it is, honestly.
I know.
Because I think Kid Rock's a relatively younger guy. He looks kind of old in that picture. I don't know. The Beatles.
Oh, we're gonna hate. People are gonna hate us after what we say.
I don't think so. Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay.
I haven't. So what suggest we got?
You first.
Wi-Fi. Sorry, we got Wi-Fi like put in, like switch around in our. If you watch my personal channel, you'll understand. But we had to move some Wi-Fi around in this house, and he was saying, the cable guy was saying that you're checking out the wrong albums. So I actually haven't checked those out quite yet. What do you think?
My family has a history with the Beatles. My grandpa called them the Beatless. Are they the greatest rock band of all time? Yes. There's no denying that. Their influence,
Revolutionary, yes.
they were responsible
Correct.
for making rock and roll
Yeah.
nearly as possible as they or
Very big respect
powerful
for
as
that.
they were. Big
Very-
respect.
Very big respect. Yeah.
That being said, I don't care for the Beatles at all. It's just not my kind of music. I mean, you've seen the bands that I've put in SS and S tier. They're they're harder rock. They're like...
I don't want to say traditional, but like...
Here's my thing with the Beatles. I like the band members individually more than I like the songs the
McCartney's
Beatles.
great.
I like Paul McCartney and Wings, their song Live or Let Die. I know it's mainstream, but that's what it is. Ringo Starr has, It Don't Come Easy.
So, where do you want to put
Harrison had My Sweet Lord, and Lennon had, I believe, While My Guitar Gently Weeps. So I'd like at least one song from each of the individual members, but not a single song from them normally.
So,
That being said, are we going to go about this from the perspective of how much power they had, or are we going to do this about how much we like them? Because if it's how much we like them, it's going to be like D tier.
honestly,
I don't think they
I
could-
think we should put them straight C as just a middle ground.
Yeah, it's a middle ground. Because, yeah,
'Cause
I agree.
It's not that we don't like them. It's just that
Not us.
It's just not our thing.
We respect them as the
We
fathers of rock.
respect them as much as possible. Yes.
Big respect, just don't like them.
It's not a big fan. Yep. This is a simple name.
The band.
The band.
I actually haven't ever heard a song from the band.
No. I don't know who they are.
Who is that?
King Diamond.
What?
Slipknot. Heard of.
That's a stereotypical metal band, yeah.
Yep.
But
Heart.
don't-
Revolutionary for female
I
rock.
love Heart.
Heart is amazing.
Heart is amazing. Big fan of Heart. Nancy Wilson, awesome. Ann Wilson, awesome. I'd go B, maybe A.
Yeah.
I would go B.
B?
'Cause I can't, because I don't like...
I guess it's kind
I
of.
like Steamboat Annie, but I can't think of another album from them that I like.
Gotcha.
That I've heard, anyway.
These are. I'm very sorry.
Who cares?
Mushroom Head. My Bloody Valentine.
What is that?
Sublime, that's a 90s thing. I tried listening to some of their stuff, and I'm like...
I'm not going to know a single one until you get to ELO.
Blondie.
Oh, maybe Blondie. I don't know. I don't
Oh,
really...
I like Blondie, honestly.
There's
Rapture's good.
fine.
I think it's really only like one album.
Call Me is fine.
Call Me's fine, yeah.
Other than that, I don't know enough about
C.
Blondie. C tier, yeah. Is that Monomarth?
This one?
Yeah.
Meshuggah?
No, I can barely read it from here, to be honest with you.
Zebra?
No, I have not listened to a single one. Their songs.
Ricky Benjamin. ELO. Electric Light Orchestra.
They're good. Not great though.
That's
Good, not great. That's kind of like.
I kind of honestly, not gonna lie, kind of compare them to. I don't want to say compare to Boston, but they're like a softer Boston.
The problem is every song on Boston's debut is great. I can't say the same about ELO.
That's true. That's true. B. C.
I like. B seems like the good, not great category for me, so I'd go B.
Okay. What is this?
And A is kind of like great, but not excellent.
Trans-Siberian Orchestra. They have the greatest of Christmas concerts. If you know, you know. I haven't been
I
to
don't
one.
know,
I've always
so
wanted to.
I have no
and,
comment.
And they have my favorite Christmas song of all time.
Don't
which
they
is-
run two bands too? I'm pretty sure they do.
Do they?
For shows, yeah.
That's cool.
They run two different like bands.
Honestly, I think we're gonna put them in C
Yeah.
because I only really know because of their "Carol of the Bells." You've got to hear that before. You've probably heard of it. You've never-
Carol of the Bells.
by
That's
Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
that was my high school choir Christmas choir event.
But da 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 da. Oh, I'll show you it.
No, I
Mastodon,
don't know. Don't care.
Arctic Monkeys.
Don't know. Don't care. What is
I
that?
don't recognize that.
I recognize it, but it's not.
Alter Bridge.
I don't know. Foreigner is
Cheap
cool.
Trick.
Was that Foreigner?
What, this one?
No, it wasn't Foreigner.
Cheap Trick.
It's kind of a different one. Oh, it's because the name's over here.
Yep.
Cheap Trick. They have like two songs.
Surrender. Or I Want You to Want Me.
Fine.
I put that where that fine, like,
They're fine. I'd go C tier.
Yeah.
C for cheap.
The Guess Who.
The Guess Who.
That's.
They
Not
have
even
one
there.
song.
Do they?
And I'm forgetting what it is. So, American Woman, I think it is.
We're gonna put them.
D tier, one song.
U2. All right. If Aiden was here, he would totally go on blast. But I also listen to U2. They're actually, fun fact, they are actually Christian. Every band member is Christian, but they are not a Christian band. For U2, I want to put them in B tier. Does that sound about fair? What do you think?
That's fine. I don't care for you two, but the Edge is
Their bass player is pretty deep.
The Edge is an okay guitarist. I think the lead singer is full of himself.
Do you want to put it on top of C then?
Yeah.
Very sorry.
Top of C, yeah.
I think that's
Before
that's
anybody
a
gets
good
on my
equivalent.
case for saying the lead singer is full of himself, and I put Ted Nugent in SS tier as my favorite. Ted Nugent, he just says what he thinks, man.
All right. Man of War. Is that a horse?
I don't know. I don't care.
MGMT. I've heard of them.
I don't care.
Yep.
I'd never heard of him. Never heard of that either.
Yeah, I've never heard of them. No idea who they are.
I don't know.
Jethro Tull.
I like Jethro Tull a lot.
Don't they have the flute? Are they like
They
the flute?
run a lot of flute
that's what I
stuff.
thought.
They're in that like Frank Zappa range where they use a lot of interesting instruments.
Sure, everything's still going. Yep.
They're in that range of.
I kind of respect them as being very unique.
They're very unique. Yeah.
I respect them of that.
Yeah. Anderson's great. Aqualung's a great album and song. The album that we used to know is on. Is a good album too. So I'd go like B tier. that
sounds fair.
makes
That
sense
sounds
to
pretty
me.
fair. Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Korn.
Stereotypical metal album.
People are gonna go on blast for us
Who
on
cares?
Korn. Where do I put them?
Unknown.
Unknown. Yeah, we don't listen to much of Korn. Incubus.
I don't know. Yeah, if you came here thinking you're gonna get a good like metal tier list,
Very sorry. Overkill.
No. What is that?
The stone poses roses? Roses.
Yeah, that's what that says. I don't know.
T-Rex.
Bang and Gong.
AC.
DC.
Yep. I like him for an Australian. Aren't they? They're Australian.
They're Australian, yeah.
For Australian band, I kind of like them. They're cool.
See,
But I don't listen to too much of them because they're a little bit overplayed.
maybe they're overplayed, but I respect that they're overplayed.
Correct.
Even
yeah.
if look at they have multiple albums that I like, so therefore, Back in Black's a good album. Highway to Hell is a good album. Dirty Deeds is a good album.
Fantastic.
For Those About to Rock is a good album.
I think it's safe to put him in A.
I think it's safe to put them in A too. Maybe S.
Maybe S.
I actually strongly argue for S.
Strongly argue for S?
Yeah,
I'll go with you on that.
I strongly
I'll
argue
go
that they're
with
S
you on
tier.
that. I'll go
This
with
is the
you.
first like very mainstream artist that's that high too.
Yeah.
My Chemical Romance. I
Can't even. I could not even read that.
don't
I don't know how you
care.
do. Megadeth. I've listened to like one song of that.
Same.
They're
Don't care.
also metal.
I don't know anything about Joy Division either.
So. Joy Division, I listened to like one song, but that was just off of something else. Foreigner.
Foreigner.
If Gabriel was here, because his dad has a really fun story about Foreigner.
Next time when we have Gabriel in this
We'll have to tell you some stories.
We'll get Gabriel in here and he'll tell a story.
Um,
But I have seen them in concert myself as well. So
I kind
Well-
of like him.
Foreigner. I've seen the cover band basically. So they got no one left, not even Lou Graham in there. But they have some pretty good albums. 4 is a good album.
Yep.
I'm blanking on the name, but
This one is.
that's not the one I'm thinking of, I don't think.
It's like Agent something. I'm like reading Pixels.
Yeah, I'm not reading that. I'm not going to try to read that. But I'd say B tier.
B
They have
tier?
some pretty good songs, like Jukebox Hero is a good song. Hot Blooded, Double Vision.
Yeah,
Those are all good songs. I'd put them in B tier.
that's fair. Marilyn Manson.
Don't know. Don't care.
Tool. If Aiden was here, he would defend it. Tool has one of the greatest drummers probably, but I would say their music videos are the weirdest music videos you will ever see in your whole life.
I don't care for Tool at all.
I don't care for Tool either. So
But Aiden's not here to defend them.
we're very sorry. We'll put him in unknown. Theory of a Dead Man. Heard of them? But...
I have not heard of them. I have heard of Primus.
Your
turn.
I would say Les Claypool is the greatest bass player, arguably, of all time.
I gotta say Geddy Lee.
He learned from Geddy Lee, but
There you have it.
so
There you have it.
There-
Jack Bruce is also ahead too.
but he can't. The things he plays is crazy compared to what them, and he is still part of Primus because their band changed a lot. Because of that, I want to put them in B tier. Is that safe?
That's fine. Go for it. Have fun.
Okay.
What is that?
Melvin's Army.
Don't care. And I don't
Deftones,
care.
I've heard of them.
I have to, and it's stereotypical goth music, I think.
Queen.
You go first.
When they invented the choir rock or something like that, because they're all like singers and they kind of have like this really cool like harmonics and all that. Although you are a choir, so you can defend the opposite. I don't know. What do you think?
I am not a Queen fan.
Exactly. That's
My
what I thought.
first gig, I played Bohemian Rhapsody for a choir show.
Yeah.
And it was not great.
It's definitely a choir.
It's
thing.
overplayed, I think.
Yep.
Bohemian Rhapsody for sure.
Yeah.
I haven't liked Another One Bites of Dust in a long time.
For me, another one by says like listen
I'll
to
put
it
it
once
this
and
way.
then don't listen to it again.
I'll put it this way. Freddie Mercury is the greatest rock and roll singer ever.
I
You
would agree with
can't
that.
argue with that.
I would agree with that.
You can't argue with that. because he is an opera singer.
Right.
So,
He got
Brian
a high
May.
voice that no one could do.
Well, Geddy Lee could, but didn't have the same he didn't have the same purity of voice, I would say. He kind of like just had the highness. He didn't have the quality of voice. Brian May is one of the greatest guitarists of all time. I love hearing him play things that aren't Queen music. Because he hasn't done anything outside of it, but when I've heard some like sessions with him where he plays some cool stuff. He built his own custom guitar himself. He's also an astronomer, I think. He's like
that.
really intelligent.
Wait,
too.
is he like Boston with all like engineers? You know that? All Boston
Kinda.
people are all like engineers.
Kinda.
Yeah.
He's a very intelligent guy. He's a fantastic guitarist.
So.
But Queen, I just can't like very much. It's too poppy to me, I think.
That's true.
It's too poppy for me. For me, it's C tier. I can't go any higher than that, honestly. It's the same thing for the Beatles. They're a very great band, but I just don't like them that much.
I think I'll agree with you on that, because that is true. I don't listen to Queen too much. Every now and then I do, but then it's like one song and you're like, okay,
I'm done.
Yeah.
And for me, I just turn it off. I'll skip it.
Very sorry.
I'm not sorry.
ELP.
If you disagree with me, you're wrong. ELP, I don't know what that is.
Black Sabbath.
See, that's like
Paranoid.
That is the fringe between metal and rock.
They're like hanging on it by a wire.
Paranoid is awesome.
Yep.
War Pigs is awesome.
What's the other one? That's
Iron Man.
Yep,
Is awesome.
Iron Man. Yep.
Their first couple albums before they really go into like the metal range is really good. That's really all I have to judge. So for that, I would say B.
B.
They're a very influential band because they really started they started the metal ball rolling.
Right.
So, what is that?
I don't think you ever know who these are. Blue Cheer.
Blue Cheer?
That's what it says.
Jack has an opinion of that, not me. I've yet to listen to any
We'll
Blue
put
Cheer.
them in unknown.
Unknown for now.
If we have to squint to look at it, I'm very sorry. I know. HU.
Don't know.
Don't know.
Judas Priest, stereotypical
Yeah.
metal.
Guns N' Roses.
That also is like it straddles the line between metal and Slash is a cool guy. I love listening to the guy talk. He kind of also defines rock and roll a little bit. So like if you look up a picture of rock, you'll find a picture of Slash.
Yeah.
And Axl Rose when he was younger.
Honestly, I don't listen to too much of them. I at least listened to Paradise City for the longest time.
Paradise City is a good song. November Rain is an awesome song. I think that's their best. Patience is a great song.
I honestly want to put it in B, though.
I would agree with B. My problem with Guns N' Roses is Axl Rose. I don't really much care for his voice. I think he sounds very whiny to me. I have a hard time listening to people who sound whiny.
Yeah.
It's just grating to me.
Talking Heads.
That's all yours. If you have
They are
anything.
not rock.
Unfortunately.
I don't know how this is in this because they are like far from rock.
Yeah.
They're
I
like
agree.
sometimes funk even. So just because of that, we're putting them in garbage
We have
here.
to put them in garbage because they don't belong here.
Yes, I really like them. I do, but they're not rock. So, Cream.
Cream. See, that is also one of those.
It's a hidden band that's fantastic.
And it's not even really hidden because if
Sunshine of Your Love is
you're
like
familiar
fantastic.
with rock and roll, you know what Sunshine of Your Love is. Therefore, you
Correct.
know what Cream is. You also know who Eric Clapton is. So
Right.
you also know who Jack Bruce is if you dig a little bit deeper.
I'd say
But Disraeli gears and
Disraeli gears,
balls of fire.
They have really
They're
cool albums.
fantastic
And
albums.
revolutionary for psychedelic rock.
Revolutionary for psychedelic rock.
A.
A, maybe S. Because again, it's one of those bands that really got the ball rolling.
For
So
psychedelic, yeah.
That puts them B at least. The lineup was fantastic, other than Ginger Baker. Ginger Baker's a head case.
I think I'll put them in S.
I'll put them in S tier.
Yeah.
They belong there.
They, like, revolutionary for psychedelic
If
rock.
I could go to a Cream concert right now, I'd go.
Yeah. Muse, I've listened to one song, Supermassive Black Hole.
I don't know.
They are basically modern rock.
If you know who I am, I have very low
They're
opinion
all
of
right.
them.
I'll put them in C.
I have a low
Yeah, I'll
opinion
put them in D. They're all right.
I have a low opinion of modern rock, even though our band constitutes as modern rock technically.
Yep. But King Gizzard Liz Wizard is fantastic. But anyhow, Mr. Bungle.
No idea. What is that?
Beats me. Porcupine Tree.
It's an interesting title, but unfortunately unknown.
System of a Down.
No idea.
No idea.
No idea.
Death.
According to Jack, they're good, but I don't know.
Gorillaz.
I don't know.
Well,
They
Aiden knows a lot about Gorillaz. It's like Aiden's favorite band, but they're not really rock. They're like,
Nah.
no. Yeah.
They-
Very sorry.
they
There's a
go-
lot of people love Gorillaz. I'm very sorry. Kill Switch Engage. Sounds like metal. Poison. Heard of them.
Heard of them. Unfortunately, I don't know enough.
I don't know enough. Quiet Riot.
I don't know enough. Oyster Cult. They have a couple good albums.
Godzilla's good.
Last Days of May is a good song.
Of course, the famous one.
The famous one, Don't Fear the Reaper.
Yep.
It may be overplayed, but
Although that Saturday Night Live skit's pretty funny.
yeah, Saturday Night Sky, yeah, it's pretty funny with Will Ferrell. Yeah.
I gotta have more cowbell.
Also, Burning for You is a good song too. That's actually a good range of albums that all have good songs on them. So
Yeah.
I would actually go B.
I think I'll go with that too. Yeah, that's pretty fair.
That's a good range. Maybe it's like one song per, but
Right. Nightwish.
I don't know.
Pearl Jam. Still around.
Even Flow.
Hendrix.
Does he really belong here? That's my question. Like,
I Purple Haze I've listened to, but
is he rock or is he blues? I think he's rock. Yeah, I think he's rock. He covered a Bob Dylan song, which was All Along the Watchtower. So, therefore, he's done rock songs. Yeah, he's rock and blues. So I'd go. He's up there for greatest rock and roll and blues guitarist of all time.
he's left-handed, and he learned to play on a right-handed guitar.
Upside down.
Upside down, which is crazy.
He learned how to play on a broom. That he like put strings on.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah. Basically, he's your favorite guitarist. So,
Yeah, sure.
you know, I'd go S tier.
Maybe Fish kind of has.
Because I have all three of his big albums.
So
Every single song on there, on each of them, is really good. So I'd go S tier.
S tier.
I'd go S tier.
I agree with that. Yeah. Bruce Springsteen. I listened to like one song of them. Oh,
Definition of a head case.
In the 80s, like all the girls would love Bruce Springsteen.
See,
That's probably the
I
only
am a
reason.
Ted Nugent fan. Therefore, I am not a Bruce Springsteen fan.
I want to put him in like D.
If you know, you know.
D sounds good.
Yeah, D's good.
I'm very
Put him down
sorry.
there. Maybe F. Oasis, I don't know. I don't care.
Wonderwall. I'm scared.
Really? They made that?
They made Wonderwall.
I haven't actually heard Wonderwall.
Yeah, it's kind of a meme.
I'm gonna keep that that way.
Dropkick Murphys.
No idea.
Data remember?
No idea. And
Led
Led Zeppelin. You
Okay,
see.
we're just gonna go ahead and just.
Let's put them A or S tier. Let's see what this discussion holds. They'll decide.
Well, almost every album ever is fantastic.
Here's my thing. So
And they
I
stopped
love
playing.
Jimmy Page as a guitarist. He is also one of those guys who really defines the role. John Bonham's one of the greatest drummers of all time. Robert Plant,
Yep.
really good at his position. John Paul Jones is also fantastic at his position.
They
They have immense influence
Right.
on the genre.
they only stopped playing because one of their band members died,
And they refused to play it again. They refused to
that's
play without him.
fantastic.
That's an awesome message
That's
to have.
that's respect right
Well,
there.
okay. Well, at that time, they were also kind of on their way out too, in regards of making new stuff.
Touche.
Let's cover the albums. Everything's great. Jimmy Page also turned me on to Lightnin' Hopkins, a 50s blues guitarist, so I'll forever be thankful for him for that.
Led Zeppelin is like
Stairway to Heaven is the greatest.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Yep.
Here's my thing. Stairway to Heaven is the greatest rock song of all time. You think of a
Yes.
rock song, it's gonna be like
It's
gonna be like Highway to Hell. or
I
it's
would
gonna
say
be-
they're the greatest rock one of the greatest rock ballads of all time.
Stairway to Heaven is de facto to me the greatest rock song of all time. It's the forbidden riff at Guitar Center because of how much it was played. Like, I would go S tier honestly for Led Zeppelin.
I'm gonna go with that.
And I don't
too.
listen to them nearly as much as I would make it out to seem.
Where did they go?
They're here.
Oh, thank you. So, yeah, that's totally true. Duran Duran,
One song.
pop.
They're pop too, so.
So, I like him, but
Well, Hungry Like the Wolf's fine. Rio's fine.
yeah, but
And that,
they're
I
pop
don't care.
though, so they're not part of the list.
They're not part of the list, unfortunately.
Okay, I don't know what this is. Mountain.
I like Mountain.
Mountain's
But
good.
unfortunately, they don't have enough, to me anyway. They don't have enough.
Correct.
I'm sorry, Jack. I know you love them, and Leslie West. We cannot put them any higher than C, probably, because Mississippi Queen's there. Nantucket Sleigh Ride's a good song. There's one
Yeah.
I'm blanking on that they've made too. But 3 songs can't put them any higher than C tier,
So
unfortunately.
sorry.
Sadly.
Pixies.
No idea.
Franz Ferdinand. Sounds German.
Very good historical name, but I've not heard any good songs from them.
The Rasmus.
No idea. I don't know this either. Scorpions is pretty cool.
Scorpions. Blackout is good.
Again, this is
Kind of
one of these
unknown, but
albums.
it's good.
This is one of these albums where I can name multiple albums, and I like them.
Floyd, The Wall.
Also, they did a really cool
Yeah.
show with Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd's not on here. Is it?
It isn't. I was looking at it.
What in the hell? That's dumb.
Because that would be my SS tier.
That
That would be my SS tier.
But okay, well, let's stick to the topic. Scorpion and MC5 is on here. Scorpions, Savage Amusement, Love at First Sting, Blackout. Those are 3 really good albums.
I think A.
They have to go higher than UFO, so yeah. Because I remember saying UFO is like Scorpions, just not as popular. If Scorpions wasn't popular, is what they are, I would say.
I think I'll go A.
I'll go A. That makes sense to me.
Okay.
I don't know this.
Japan. I don't know. Chicago. They. Ooh, I feel like on the edge. They're like the rock pop edge. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. They're still going too, which is wild.
Well, they haven't been good since Terry Kath died. If you know who he is.
I don't dabble too much.
He
in
was
it.
he was Jimi Hendrix's favorite guitarist at that time.
Wow.
And Chicago really lost steam when he died at like 24 years old. But Chicago's a really good band. They have their own, identifying unique sound.
Right.
So I would go B tier, maybe A tier. And I don't listen to them very often. Not my favorite.
I think I'll go with that. Trade.
I heard them in concert with REO Speedwagon. I thought they were fine. I thought they were perfectly fine. They'll go C tier for me.
C tier, hold on.
I think they're perfectly cool.
All right. Machine Head.
No idea.
5FDP.
I don't know.
Grateful Dead.
All right, Deadheads. Grateful
This is
Dead is
gonna
not
hurt.
that good. It's not that good.
The only reason why they got popular is because of the drug concerts.
Yep.
So,
I understand you guys have a good time.
like I said,
Smoking it up, but I put Ted Nugent in SS tier. That says a lot about what I think about drugs and alcohol.
right.
So
Fish and Grateful Dead are two separate things. Fish does not do all that drugs type stuff, so
if
put
you
it
want
out
to go
there.
do it, go ahead. Have fun. Not
So-
my cup of tea.
all right.
What is that?
King Crimson.
That's King Crimson? Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I don't know enough about King Crimson to have an opinion.
Yeah, for that. King Crimson. I've tried listening to this album, which is Schizoid.
Yeah.
There are like the early versions of Prague, which I'm kind of surprised that that's on here and not Pink Floyd.
Yeah, that's really odd to me.
Pink Floyd, I think, arguably the greatest album of all time is Dark Side of the Moon.
They have 5 of the greatest albums of all time.
Literally.
So, yeah, that's SS deserving. S at least.
Well, we'll put like
Honorable mention, Pink Floyd, because it's not on here for what God knows what reason. It's SS tier. I'm with him.
But King Crimson, I haven't listened to too much.
He won't agree with me with Ted Nugent being SS tier, but I'm such a proponent of him. See,
I respect him as a really good guitar player.
yeah.
So I'm going to put
Well,
King Crimson as a C, by the way.
It was him that inspired me to do the band in the first place, so this wouldn't be a thing if
I mean, Flaming
I didn't
Arrow
come
was
across-
kind of part of that name, so.
I literally got Flaming Arrow from a Nuge concert.
Yeah,
So-
so we literally had like a list of names. And
Yeah,
anyways,
that was fun. What is that?
Bullet for My Valentine.
I don't know.
NXS is not rock.
Not on here.
They are pop.
Garbage!
They've got some good stuff, but not the greatest sometimes.
Dinosaur Jr.? I don't know, actually. That rings a bell, but I don't know it.
Jade's Addiction.
No idea.
Rebecca has a bit.
I don't know Sonic
So
Youth
you-
either.
MC5.
Why MC5 is on here? It's rock. I don't know why it's on here. I like them. I can't put them any higher than C tier. Oh, okay, yeah, I would. I'd put them in B tier.
B.
I like them, yeah.
So that's the list. But
Do we have any
I'm
others?
gonna rescan and see
Yeah,
if
let's
we might have
rescan and make-
skipped over
I
Pink
could have
Floyd.
sworn I saw Pink Floyd. I could have sworn I saw Echoes, or the album cover for Metal somewhere, in a different tier list before we started this one.
What's your favorite song?
It is my favorite song is Echoes.
I don't think it's in here.
That's dumb. That's dumb. Man, is there any other honorable mentions we'd like to do before we
Honorable
quit?
mentions.
Yeah, ones that aren't on here, but we'd like them to be.
I don't want to say Goose, but Goose is.
Is it rock? It has to be rock.
They're a jam band.
Let's put it this way. It has to be rock.
They're a jam band, so the Fish is also kind of. A
Pat
jam band.
Travers is not on here. He should be B tier. Travers not being on here is also a crying shame.
I think we got. Pink Floyd obviously has to be an SS tier.
What was I just thinking about? Cactus, I think, should be on here.
Cactus, yeah.
I like Cactus a lot. It should be B tier. I like 2 of their albums. Montrose could be on here. They only have one good album, so it'd be C.
Oh my god, I just realized something.
It'd have to be Sammy
Bob
Hagar.
Seger's.
Bob Seger and Silver Bullet Band's not on here. I was thinking about that earlier.
How was that not on here?
Unless it's one of the black and white pictures we couldn't recognize. Simon and Garfunkel's not on here either. Crosby, Stills, and Nash isn't on here.
Yeah, looking back at the black and white photos, see, maybe black and white is like Pink Floyd or something.
Possibly, but it'd be 4 members, and I don't think any of them are 4 members.
They're just so hard to see. Yeah.
Mellencamp's not on here.
Mellencamp.
Billy Joel's not on here. If that's not really rock though.
No. Yeah, I think they missed out on a couple.
There's definitely a lot they've missed out on.
So, but let's look back at the list and see if
Let's
there's
see if we
anything
can
we can change.
if we want to move anything. Yeah.
Garbage tier.
Garbage tier, nothing's moving because
No.
the terms for that are defined.
F tier.
F tier, all of those can stay.
Yep. D tier.
All of those can stay.
Okay. C tier.
I'm looking at this. I'm not really disagreeing with anything in there.
Not entirely either.
Because again, I would say that C tier is the tier where maybe they're really good, but we don't like them, but we're not going to totally diss them and put them below where they should be.
Right.
They'd have. It's kind of like, do they have more than one song that we like that they made?
Right.
If the answer is no, it goes in C tier. If the answer is yes, it's B tier. A tier is kind of defined as we like multiple albums full of songs.
Right. Well, except Fish, it's shows, but I like multiple shows of them. But
S tier is like best of the best. SS is like my favorite, I should say.
Which, like I said, I would put Pink Floyd on there, but they
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
have Pink
okay.
Floyd on there.
Pink Floyd is SS tier.
I'll
They're
put
there.
a picture.
We'll put it. Yeah.
We'll put a little fake picture of it.
Don't worry, Pink Floyd's there in spirit.
Spirits. Can I agree with it?
I don't really see anything that requires moving. to be
We'll
honest with
see
you.
in a year.
A year's
Next
time.
year, we'll see if we have more band members with us. We'll
Yeah.
see if any of this changes. We'll compare it.
Yeah.
See if any of this changes. So, any closing thoughts you have? You just wish Pink Floyd was
I think this is a solid list. This tier list is F tier because it doesn't have Pink Floyd on it. But other than that, this is a perfectly fine
list, yeah.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy. Please consider subscribing. And we also have a personal channel, KGPZ. I'll link in the description below. So, kind of just sort of fun little shenanigans. So, stay tuned, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Later.